In 2025, life feels more expensive than ever. Prices have gone up for nearly everything. Rent is higher. Food costs more. Even simple things like taking the bus or buying soap feel heavier on the wallet. For many people, it's not just harder to save money, it's harder to get by at all. But this isn't just about inflation or a temporary spike in costs. It's something deeper. The way we live, work, and spend is changing fast. Experts say the cost of living is rising faster than most people's income. Wages haven't kept up. Even people with decent jobs are struggling. But here's the surprising part. Some are finding new ways to thrive, not just survive. They're not following the old rules. They're building a new lifestyle, one that works with today's economy, not against it. This video explores how regular people are adapting in smart, creative, and unexpected ways. Because surviving 2025 isn't just about cutting back, it's about thinking differently. Number 1. Jumping the grid, the opt-out economy. A quiet revolution is happening behind laptop screens across the world. More people are walking away from traditional jobs, not because they're lazy, but because the old way just doesn't work anymore. Rent is up, food is expensive, and for many, a full-time paycheck still isn't enough. So instead of working one job that barely covers the bills, they're choosing something different, the opt-out economy. This new way of working isn't about having one big job. It's about building small income streams from many places. Some people write short emails for online businesses. Others sell digital products like planners or templates. Some create content using AI tools or help companies write social media posts. They work from cafes, kitchen tables, or even during short breaks at home. What makes it powerful is that none of these jobs existed just a few years ago. The internet, and especially new AI tools, has made this possible. Now, with just a laptop and Wi-Fi, people are creating businesses that run on automation. A person can sell the same product to hundreds of customers without ever leaving their house. Another can write a digital guide once and make money from it every week. Instead of clocking in and out, they set their own schedules and build systems that earn while they sleep. What's surprising is how quickly this has grown. Online communities on Reddit, TikTok, and Discord are full of people sharing what works, what doesn't, and how to get started. In these spaces, strangers help each other learn how to earn without a boss or a cubicle. Some experts call this income stacking, where people put together many small jobs that fit their lifestyle. It's not always easy, and it takes time to learn. But once it clicks, it offers something rare: freedom. Not just financial freedom, but freedom from fear. Fear of layoffs, rent hikes, or unexpected bills. The opt-out economy is not about quitting. It's about creating. It's about saying, if the system won't work for me, I'll build one that does. And in 2025, more people are doing just that, quietly, creatively, and on their own terms. Number 2. The rental resistance, housing without housing. In 2025, finding a place to live feels harder than ever. Rent prices keep rising, and in many cities, people are paying more than half their income just to keep a roof over their heads. For some, it feels like the system is broken. How can you work full-time and still not afford a simple apartment? But instead of giving up, some people are choosing a new way to live. They're not buying homes or signing long leases. Instead, they're becoming part of something different: shared living communities that are built around flexibility, connection, and cost saving. In these new spaces, people live with others in large houses or converted buildings where they share kitchens, workspaces, and even cars. Each person has their own room, but many things, like groceries, cleaning, or internet, are shared to save money. This isn't just about lowering rent. It's also about building a life that feels less lonely and more supportive. Some communities move between cities. Members rotate through different homes depending on where they want to be, almost like a membership plan for living. This lets people enjoy new places without the cost or commitment of moving alone. Others stay in one place but focus on building strong local bonds, where people help each other with meals, childcare, or even starting small businesses. This way of living may seem strange at first, especially for those used to privacy and space. But for many, it becomes something better than what they had before. It offers safety in numbers, emotional support, and the chance to live well on less money. It also gives people freedom to move, to save, and to live without constant stress about rent or bills. As housing becomes more expensive, this kind of shared living is growing fast. People are no longer just looking for a place to live. They're looking for a better way to live, one where cost, comfort, and community can all exist together. In a world where owning a home feels out of reach for many, These new ways of living show that you don't have to play by the old rules. You can choose a life that fits you and your wallet without giving up what matters most. Number 3. Food without grocery stores. Buying food in 2025 has become a challenge for many families. Grocery store prices keep rising, and even basic items like milk, rice, and fruit can cost double what they did just a few years ago. But while most people are still shopping the old way, a growing number are finding new ways to get food without going to big stores at all. In cities like Seattle, Austin, and Philadelphia, small food-sharing communities are popping up. Neighbors are planting gardens in their backyards, growing things like lettuce, tomatoes, herbs, and even strawberries. Some grow more than they need and trade extras with others in the neighborhood. One person might grow spinach and swap it for eggs from someone who keeps chickens. It's like an old-fashioned food market, but right on your street. Technology is helping too. New apps let people find others nearby who want to trade, share, or sell food. Some apps track what's growing in your area or connect people who want to cook and eat together once a week. Even people with no land are getting involved by joining rooftop gardens or volunteering at local farms in exchange for fresh produce. There are also new tools like small indoor gardens powered by smart lights and timers. These let people grow herbs and greens in tiny apartments all year round. A few startups even offer 3D printed meal kits using local ingredients, making healthy meals cheaper and easier to prepare. This is more than just saving money. It's about building food independence and stronger communities. People are learning where their food comes from and helping each other eat better. In 2025, skipping the grocery store isn't just possible, it's becoming a smart and healthy way to live. Number 4. Beating the system with a system. For some people, surviving the high cost of living in 2025 isn't about working harder. It's about learning how the system works and using it in smart ways. Instead of fighting against the rules, they're finding legal and clever ways to save money by playing the game differently. One example is tax savings. Some remote workers have moved to places with lower taxes or special tax laws. For instance, people living in Puerto Rico under a law called Act 60 can pay little to no tax on certain types of income, like money earned from investments or online businesses. They still work hard, but they get to keep more of what they earn. Others are finding cheaper ways to get healthcare. A growing number of Americans are flying to Mexico, Costa Rica, or Thailand for medical care. A dental cleaning in Mexico can cost as little as $60 compared to over $200 in the US. They book a checkup and turn it into a short vacation. It's called medical tourism, and it's becoming more popular each year. Then there are the everyday money hackers, people who use apps and AI tools to lower their bills without lifting a finger. Apps like Rocket Money or DoNotPay use bots to cancel unused subscriptions and even negotiate with companies to reduce bills like cable, internet, and phone plans. Some people are saving over $1,000 a year just by using these tools. What all of these people have in common is simple. They're learning how to turn the rules in their favor. They read the fine print, explore new options, and don't accept high prices as the only choice. In a world that often feels unfair, they're finding smart ways to win by using the system to beat the system. Number 5. The new social safety net, digital mutualism. When money gets tight, some people turn to something even stronger than savings: each other. In 2025, new online communities are helping people get through hard times together. On apps like Telegram or private Facebook groups, people send money, food, or help directly to someone in need. No banks, no waiting. It's called digital mutualism, neighbors helping neighbors using technology. One single mom raised $2,000 in just a few hours after sharing her story in a trusted group. These networks aren't run by governments. They're built by people who care. In a tough world, kindness is now just one message away. Living in 2025 isn't easy. Prices are high, and the old ways of saving money don't always work anymore. But many people are not giving up. Instead, they're finding new paths, creative, smart, and sometimes even fun. Being rich today isn't only about money. It's about skills, ideas, and support. It's about learning fast, helping others, and staying strong when times get hard. That's real wealth. The world may have changed, but so have we. We're not stuck in the old system. We're building something better, step by step, together. Because in 2025, the people who win are not the ones who have the most. It's the ones who adapt the fastest. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.